A concerned mom and an SLP reached out to me to talk about what skills 2.5-year-olds should have in terms of their fine motor skills. I'll talk about some other things. Let's go. Between 2 to 3 years old, kids should be using a digital pronate grasp like this. We are not doing this anymore. We're switching to this, or even better, this one. Their hand dominance is still establishing. They're switching hands, that's fine. That means if they're a righty or a lefty. We want them to be able to build a block tower at least 8 blocks high. Use a pincer grasp like this. We want them to know how to hold their scissors starting at 2.5. So that's expected at 2.5. Be able to put their fingers in the right holes and just use regular scissors like this. We want them to just be able to snip paper. A great way to do this at home is to use Play-Doh and Play-Doh scissors. We want them to be able to string 1/2-inch beads. This is a 1-inch bead. So half the size of this, be able to put it on a string and pull. We want them to be able to push together and pull apart pop beads. That's really good strength and coordination. These are large, by the way. There are smaller ones. By 30 months, we want them to definitely be able to scribble. We want them to be able to form pre-writing strokes, including a vertical line and a horizontal line. We want them doing form board puzzles like this. Being familiar with colors would be great. We want them to be able to imitate block designs, including a 3-cube train. So that means if I make a train, can you make the same train? We want them to do this train and then add a chimney to the train. We want them to be able to match shapes, match colors, start to understand those concepts. At this point, we want them to be able to identify some body parts. Usually facial features are the most common. Their eyes, their nose, their mouth, their ears. At this point, they're finger feeding by themselves. I think it would be great if they can be able to use utensils. I know kids at this age usually eat finger foods, which is totally fine, but it's important they get exposed to that. Drinking from a cup, drinking from a straw. At this point, I'd be transitioning to the straw from a sippy cup. There should be no more bottle. We want them to be able to undress, but dressing is more difficult. We want them to be able to throw a large ball. Comment below if you have another age group or you have any questions that you'd like me to share.